poor Tim. I'm ruining another one of your evenings. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, Uncle Martin. There's nothing I'd rather do on a warm summer night than sit out here on a lonely road under a big yellow moon and help a Martian test a spaceship.
If this test works, as I expect it to, I'll be on my way very shortly.
Oh, well then you're almost ready, huh?
Yes, Tim, this could be it. For a short while, anyway.
Oh, then you'll be back.
No, the way you Earth people are progressing, it won't be long before you'll be my guest on Mars. You're going to be very, very delighted. You're going to love those canals.
How about the girls?
Here, take the space scanner there.
Okay. Spaceship. Oh, I know. It's that vitamin deficiency again.
Not at all. It's this electro-magnetic neutron converting gravitator. I was using it to have a look around to be sure we were alone.
Oh, well, it looks a little like a transistor radio.
Yeah, I could never make it back to Mars without this. In free space flight, it combats weightlessness by creating a field of gravity. However, as you just discovered, here on Earth, it has an opposite effect and creates a state of weightlessness.
Oh, well, then without this little gadget, what goes up must come down.
Exactly what I told Sir Isaac Newton just before I dropped the apple on his head. Come on, let's unload the ship. Flight schedule in the car. I certainly don't want to pass any airliners.
Yeah, if they were like that at the window, they'd have to cancel all champagne flights, huh?
Clean up. Don't make a mess. Put stuff away. That's all grown-ups know. God. And you gotta wash behind your ears all the time. Why? Nobody ever looks back there. Trying to make me clean up my room all the time. She's just like Mommy. Well, Aunt Lily's gonna be sorry. And when Mommy and Daddy get back from their vacation, they'll be sorry. Golly. Flying saucer. Ooh.
Well, it's right on time for your blast-off.
On Earth, your blast-off. On Mars, we whoosh. A word derived from the sound the ship makes when it takes off. Whoosh. Wash. Whoosh. That's it. That's it. That was a perfect imitation.
That wasn't an imitation. That was the real thing. Look!
It's out of range.
How could it have taken off by itself?
Well, it could have been one of the new parts I had to improvise. One of them may have shorted, causing the ship to think I was aboard.
To think you were aboard, huh? Did you say think? You mean that ship thinks?
You needn't sound so surprised. You have thinking machines here on Earth. Martian machines are a bit more sophisticated, that's all. They know where to go and what to do, and are usually quite well behaved.
Oh. Well, what happens to your oversensitive, high IQ spaceship now that it's gone wash?
Whoosh. Merely taking a whirl about the Earth, feeling its ions, as it were. After one orbit, it should pass overhead, and I'll be able to catch it by hyper-focusing my levitating powers, nullifying its gamma drive and drawing it back to Earth. Unless... You may have a point. It is highly sensitive.
sensitive?
Yes. I wonder if I could have inadvertently insulted it.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to zero in on the spaceship.
Something?
It's coming. I've got it.
Look, you've got...
Telstar! This is it.
You sure it's not Sputnik?
No, this is it. Aha! I felt the gamma drive nullify. Tim. Grab me, Tim! Here it is.
Oh, boy. Well, the undercarriage is sprung, and, well, at least it's here, Uncle Martin.
Well, our first job is to find out what short circuit caused it to take off on its own.
Oh. Well, I would say that it's about this short, and the circuit I think that you would find it in would be called Little League.
And the child took my ship into orbit. That's a relief.
That's a relief. Aren't you going to do anything about it?
Well, of course, get the ship back in shape. Get it in the garage immediately and determine the extent of the damage.
Well, what about the kid?
Well, it's an experience he'll never forget.
Uncle Martin, do you realize that the world's first child astronaut is now running off somewhere and he's going to tell everybody about this?
And I also realize that nobody will believe a word of it. Now stop acting like a little old lady, Tim, and help me load this spaceship onto the trailer of that primitive transportation mechanism of yours.
Yeah, but why didn't you believe me? Why didn't the policeman believe me? It happened, honest, Aunt Lily. There was this flying saucer and...
Of course, I believe you, dear. Now, off to bed with you. Take off your slippers. Okay. Now, under the covers. All right, sleep tight. Night, darling.
She doesn't believe me.
Yeah? Okay. Okay, fine. Call me back, huh?
Hey, Mac, take a look at this.
Grinnell, I have to run this paper. I don't have time to read it, too.
Well, take some time out and read it.
Okay. So Nationwide Press reports that the Air Force sighted one of those UFOs. So what?
9 o'clock tonight, right? Now, read my story.
Oh, the one about the kid who said he took a ride on a flying saucer? Well, yours was much better written, but a Pulitzer Prize novel, it's not.
Mac, don't you get it? The kid said he was flying at the same time the UFO was sighted.
Oh, now, steady, boy. Are you suggesting that this kid is a midget Martian?
No, I'm not!
And what are you saying?
I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm saying yet.
You've been hanging around Kelly's bar with the boys?
I don't drink.
Okay. So you're shell-shocked from the peanuts.
Funny. Boy, that's really funny. There's something very strange going on here. Not me, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay, but stay away from those peanuts and the potato chips.
Oh! Excuse me.
Martin, you were right. They didn't believe the kid. Listen to this. Runaway claims he's been around. Last night, little Peter Pendleton of 723 Green Street, a 6-year-old runaway, picked up by the police, reported having circled the Earth in a flying saucer. Police suspect Peter had one too many root beers.
Rather poor taste journalism, I'd say. Did you move the Gravitator?
You mean the, No. As a matter of fact, you put it right in there, remember? The kid. Uncle Martin. Uncle Martin, if he shows that to the reporter...
Yeah. Obviously, he had it in his pocket and forgot about it. However, if he should activate it...
You mean, right to the ceiling?
If anybody else discovers it, they would most assuredly believe the whole story. I've got to get to that boy and somehow get that Gravitator back.
Oh, well, Uncle Martin, for you, that ought to be as easy as taking candy from a baby.
Tim, your knowledge of child psychology is sorely wanting. Obviously, you've never tried to take candy from a baby. Perhaps you'd better let me have your press card, since you're supposed to be my assistant.
Yeah.
Just a moment.
What's the matter?
Oh, I'd just love to join you girls, but I wouldn't think of leaving my nephew for an hour unless I found a very reliable you-know-what.
A babysitter.
So anyway, I don't know if I can get one at this late date, but I'll try. Bye.
I believe there might be a more effective way to do this thing.
What are you doing?
I've got to cut in on that woman's telephone call.
Without a telephone?
If I can set up a vibration void in an induction energy field and introduce an electromagnetic counterbalance, yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Boy, someone should have told Alexander Graham Bell about that.
I did. O'Hara's babysitting service. Good afternoon.
O'Hara's? Strange. I thought I was calling Zaleski's. Oh, well.
I understand, madam. Well, now, by sheer coincidence, I happen to be talking to you on my car telephone. So it shouldn't take me too long to get there. Oh, you're quite welcome. Goodbye.
That was some call. Look, if you can do that, how come I had such a big phone bill last month?
Don't be facetious. Sarcasm is not a substitute for wit. You stay out of sight. O'Hara's babysitting service. Mrs. Hadway?
Miss Hadway, won't you come in, please? I'm Peter's aunt. His parents are on vacation, and I'm staying with him, but I have to go out for a little while.
Well, don't you worry, madam. We at O'Hara's are expert at taking care of children. We play checkers, we play games, we tell stories, and we're expert at removing chewing gum from hair.
That's a comforting thought. Peter! Peter, this is Mr. O'Hara. He's going to stay with you while I go out for a little while.
How do you do, Peter?
Hello.
Well, I better be going. Goodbye, Peter. Goodbye, Mr. O'Hara. I won't be away too long.
Oh, take your time.
Want to see my room?
Oh, yes. Well, let's figure out a good game to play.
Not room cleaning up.
Of course not. Let's play, spaceships. You know anything about spaceships?
Sure. I took a ride in one.
Oh, very exciting. I wish I could.
Nobody will believe it.
Well, perhaps if you were able to show them something to prove it.
Hey, I could show you something. Something I picked up in the flying saucer.
Say, I'd like to see that.
Guy, everything's all mixed up. I ain't straightened up my room.
Did you say straightened up? Well, you certainly have a beautiful collection.
My mommy calls it junk.
Your mother is very discerning.
Oh, it's that man from the newspaper who asked me the questions last night. If I find that thing this time, he'll believe me.
Yes. Yes, I expect he would. Little Peter is forgetting all about the Martian ship. Soon he will remember nothing of his supersonic trip. You keep looking. I'll answer the door.
Okay. What are we looking for?
I thought you wanted to show me something.
Did I?
Guess I was mistaken. Coming! Keep looking.
Hello. I'm Grinnell from the Daily Star. I wonder if I could have a word with Peter.
Well, I'm the babysitter. What was it in reference to?
Well, it's like this. Naturally, I didn't believe his story, but the wire services reported a UFO being tracked circling the Earth last night about 9:20. That's just about the time the boy took his little trip around, so I thought I'd like to check it out again.
Well, I doubt if there's any connection because the boy does have a flair for fantasy, but if you would care to talk to him. Peter!
Hi, Peter. I wonder if we could talk about the story we discussed last night.
What story?
About the flying saucer.
What flying saucer?
About the flying saucer you said you took a trip around the world in. Don't you remember?
I guess he doesn't. He takes so many trips. Yesterday, it was into space. Today, on an elephant in the Congo. He has such a vivid imagination.
Well, I just thought I'd like to check it out again. I'm certainly sorry to have bothered you.
Not at all. Good day.
Good day.
Good day.
Good day.
Hello.
Hello.
Do you want to see Peter again?
No, thank you. I just talked to him.
Oh, fine.
Thank you. Vera. O'Hara and the babysitter?
Yeah, I know what you mean, Uncle Martin. When they haul out the peach pistachio, it's time to turn around and walk the other way.
Yeah, but that Gravitator's in there, and I've got to go back. Well, this is one of those occasions, I suppose, when a Martian's best friend is his invisibility. Now, if you'll just drop me by the boy's house.
Hey, Uncle Martin, I got a great idea. Why don't you drive this time?
Tim, this is no time for levity.
You be a good boy and drink all your milk, and then you can have some ice cream.
Fudge?
Vanilla.
I like fudge.
Well, I'll get you some fudge tomorrow. I want you to go in and get ready for bed right now. You know your mother said you were to be in bed by 8 o'clock. And brush your teeth first.
Oh, no.
Peter, I told you to go to
Miss Hadway, I saw a Hero of the Sun drive away with your babysitter. Now, I don't want to be a pest or anything, but there's something strange going on.
Hey, I'm flying! I'm flying!
Well, hello, Peter.
Hello?
And, what have you got here?
It makes me fly, but I think it's broke.
No. May I see it?
I was flying all right,
Of course you were, but are you sure it was this that made you fly?
wasn't it?
You know what you did? You discovered the secret of the Make-Believe Club. All little boys and girls want to fly, and if they can make believe hard enough, they really do. Like the children in Peter Pan.
I don't believe that Peter Pan stuff.
All right, I'll show you. Now, close your eyes, tight, and hold out. Now, turn around. Hold out your arms and make believe with all your might that you can fly.
Last night, Peter knew all about that saucer thing, and today he doesn't remember anything. I'd like to talk to him again.
Oh, I'm afraid it's his bedtime.
Hey, I'm flying!
Why, he's still awake, can't you hear him? He's even flying.
Well, he'd better stop that flying, because if I have to come in there...
Guys, was that just make-believe?
What do you think?
It sure felt real.
When you make believe you're a cowboy or an Indian, doesn't it feel real?
I'd rather fly.
Well, now that you're in the Make-Believe Club, if you want to fly, you've got to follow the flyer's rules.
What rules?
Oh, there are lots of rules. First of all, every morning you've got to clean up your room.
Forget the whole thing. I'll pretend I'm a cowboy instead. Pow, 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 pow.
Little Peter is forgetting that he sees me standing here. Nothing will remind him of me once I make me disappear.
Now, young man, I told you. Well, come back tomorrow.
Okay, lady, thanks a lot.
Now, I told you to come back tomorrow.
Look, lady, I smell a story, and I'd like to talk to Peter.
All right.
Thank you. Hiya, Pete. Hey, Pete. I thought you were flying.
Huh?
You know, like in a spaceship, like last night. Hey, Pete, you can level with me. Where'd you get the idea that you could fly?
I'm in the Make-Believe Club.
The Make-Believe Club?
Sure, you can be anything you want, but they got tough rules for flyers. So I decided to be a cowboy.
I see. Make-Believe Club. Okay, Pete.
Pow! You're dead.
Yeah, so's my story. Well, you can't win them all. I figured I had some kind of a way-out story here, but instead it's just a kid with a lot of imagination. Well, there's nothing unusual going on around here.
Tim, would you please hand me my semiconductor bar?
Just a minute, Uncle Martin.
Tim, that Gravitator's not a toy. Will you please stop fooling with it?
I'm not fooling with it, Uncle Martin. I needed it
Would you mind telling me what for?
to change this light bulb. Hey, you know, if we could mass produce these things, we could replace the stepladder.
A wonderful idea. And at the cost of the materials here on Earth, they could sell for only $7,345,000 each.
345.